Hey, JJ. Hey, Joe. Yeah, it'll go right. How about yours, JJ? Hey, Amy. Everybody wants to come up? It probably won't be a long night tonight because I'm extremely tired.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Joe.
Everybody enjoy the eclipse today?
Yeah, I was over at Brad's and he went live earlier. And
Yeah, we were
showed,
out.
showed the show
We
the
were out.
eclipse.
We were outside watching it live at one of the Oklahoma forts, the remains of the Oklahoma forts. And my friend and a couple of the other guys were down back behind us with a cannon for totality. They were going to start firing it off when it went to totality. But we're all looking the other way through our little 3D glasses whenever totality hit. Nobody was expecting the first cannon burst. And wow, that was fun. And the cool thing is because he and I become really pretty good friends. He wasn't the guy like, lighting the fuse, pulling the trigger, or whatever. So he was standing to the side filming it. And he's going to show me footage whenever I come back to our fort, because we were at another fort today. It's going to be pretty cool to see that cannon go off at close range.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. There's a lot of old abandoned forts here in Oklahoma. And I'm trying to become part of the Oklahoma Historical Society and to start focusing a lot more on history. Cause I'm a variety channel, but I would like to give people some engaging content that might be interesting to a lot of people. It'll be history, so it won't be interesting to everyone. But I think it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Brad were talking earlier, and he wasn't available live tonight, so I told him, well, let me cover for you. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah,
So
I
I
knew you were
went and
going to do that. I heard about that.
he wasn't going to do it after the eclipse. So I went, me and him talked. I need posted in the group, and come on. Yeah, I was going to go live or cover for him. I said I would, and I said that I would.
Right. Well, I've in the last 2 days, I've hit 2 of the old ruins of Oklahoma forts, and I've got multiple more I'm going to do. And then, of course, we're going to try to get him to help us do some actual videos, walkthroughs to explain it and to tell the history of the fort. I think it'll be cool. Because we've got a lot of history down here from the Civil War in Indian Territory. And I think people will like it.
And I think we have a lot of that down here too.
Mm-hmm.
Not of
Florida, that would have been Seminole territory pretty much back in the day, right?
I believe so. And you go to the beach this weekend like I was going to, and because it was way too crowded, and it's just me and my mom went down and I was like, because we couldn't, because inside because inside they had the tent set up where the sand sculptures were.
Right.
It was crowded. Like we couldn't even walk in because how crowded it was. I was like, screw this, let's just go. So we came back home and I went back to bed because I had a headache. So I'll be going to I don't know when this is gonna be. But I'm gonna be going to the aquarium where the movie Dolphin Tale was filmed.
Okay.
Well, that's right down here towards the beach, and where the movie was filmed, and where I used to work at. So I'm be going back there sometime. I'm hoping this weekend, but I'm supposed to get some bad storms on Thursday and Friday. So I guess we'll see.
Well, Jared is telling me that he was looking it up. This is going to be the last total eclipse we'll see, I think, till 2044, maybe.
Yeah,
I'm bad with numbers.
Because I saw another post that it wasn't going to happen until 2029. I could be wrong.
I'm not certain. I haven't looked it up. Hey, give me just a second.
Oh, come on.
Seasonal allergies are no fun.
Oh, no. I had allergies. I had an allergy attack. I think over the weekend, and my nose was just stuffy.
Yeah. Well, they say that local honey is really good for your seasonal allergies. I got some honey today we're going to taste test before long here. That is just, it ain't local. And it's way off the wall. You know how they melt those little straws full of honey? The tubes? They're really dark. Supposedly this comes from like Venezuela and is a killer bee honey. That's going to be fun.
Wait.
Actually, I mean, they're just pretty much aggressive honeybees. So, no big deal. It's honey, I guess. I hope.
I know there's probably not going to be a lot of people on YouTube tonight with the eclipse.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not going to stay on long tonight. Maybe just for an hour and then get off. Okay. Come on.
Well, the museum at this fort that I went to, see, it's and
Oops.
it was the one that supplied everybody else, all the other forts. So they had this big side paddle wheel steamer that would come up the Red River, bring the supplies, and then they'd go to Fort Towson and then out to the other forts from there. into settlers and whatever that needed it, and it sunk in the Red River. And so today I saw the rudder, I think huge, um, the part of the paddle wheel. It didn't all make it, and then bits and pieces of it, but a beautiful model mock-up, like 3.5, 4 foot long, of what the ship looked like. And whoever made that was a master model maker, and I was really impressed.
Ew,
So,
it's Connie. Oh, come on. Mm.
JJ, I'm hoping it's not killer. I'm gonna move my camera a little close. Oh, I gotta plug the phone back in. About to die. I've had it unplugged all day. Trying to get it where I can read the chat on the laptop while I'm on the screen yard. But yeah, since we were all wearing our little blackout glasses, looking to the west, and that cannon was to our east when it went to totality, we didn't have a warning. I'm afraid some of those people may have to go change their diapers. I'm kind of used to the noise now, but a lot of people aren't. Now, any of y'all that bought these little 3D, I call them 3D glasses. I can't get in front of the camera. The eclipse viewing glasses. They actually, if you save those, you can actually look at the sun, and I believe you'll be able to see like coronal mass ejections and stuff with them. Because I mean, you're looking at the sun during an eclipse. So what's the difference any other time? And so we're saving our pairs and hanging on to them until we hear something about like a solar storm or something coming. We're gonna see what we can see coming out of the corona. Oh, hi, Willie.
Yeah, then Nicholas, last Tuesday, the reason I had to shut down and private my stream because for some reason somebody tried to report me.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I looked for the stream on. I think we're said banned. Or I think it's just one of my haters.
Could be.
And then I unprivate it, trying to run. I ran the stream through, and my stream got all messed up, and then so I had to delete it. And I
Right.
and I only had like 27 views on it.
Can y'all hear that air conditioner under my desk very loudly?
No.
Okay. The desk should be insulating it. Yeah, I got up to 81 here today at least. It's still 77 right now. It's awesome. But this morning it was like in and out of the hoodie, walking back and forth to the truck to put it up. Go get it.
Uh,
Yeah, as long as you've got one of the ones that are being sold commercially, that by an actual company, you can look right at the sun. It won't hurt you.
I wonder where the heck everyone is. If I knew it was going to be like this, I wouldn't have gone 9. Would have waited until tomorrow.
Right. Maybe we should
Maybe,
keep it really short. If
no,
there aren't people out there to engage, why bother?
if it keeps like this, then I will. There's no reason for me to stay 9. If it's going to be like this, I did it because I did it for Brad. You
Right.
know, and so it was a last minute thing. So me and him were talking about
Right.
it, and right before he went 9 around 2:15. So
Right. I think I
next
was.
time, next time I'm just gonna plan my knives out more better. And
Well, I mean, I think at like 2:15, I was actually like either loading up in. That would have been what 1:15 here. Would have been about whenever I was loading up into the truck to head home. 'Cause we were a couple hours away. We actually, I woke up at 1 a.m. last night Central Time.
here's
Woke the kid up by 2, and we made some coffee. Jumped in the truck because it was already loaded, and started flying down the highway. And we got there way too early. We were the first people at the event that weren't, vendors and all that. And so I got the first parking spot, which was the hardest. Yes, Matt, I did. I'm going to have to stop buying souvenirs though soon, or I may not pay the electric bill. Well, give me a second, guys.
oh man. Oh, hey Connie. Yeah. Oh, that one I wanted.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry.
That's all right, Matt. I was just got done eating dinner.
Hi, Connie. There, and turn that air conditioner off now. The way my desk is set up, and it blows out into the room right underneath the desk. So if I'm sitting here, it's like I've got my knees in a freezer after about 5 minutes. Oh, hey, speaking of Connie, I'm trying to work on a few extra bags for the event. Some grab bags to go along with hers and with the ones Lee's making. I'm not quite certain what I'm going to put in them yet, but they'll be more my style than other people's. I think they'll be fun.
Ugh. Matt.
Well, Matt, if it's red, it probably is. I haven't been able to find envelopes that I like for mine online yet, so I may just use the envelopes that I ordered a while back and cut them down, tape them up a little bit, and use them. And I mean, if anyone who knows me will know that they're my envelopes.
Have you noticed I'm not coughing as much as I was? Who are you talking about, Joe, Matt?
Oh, this hat. This is the Chickasaw Choctaw Mounted Rifle Brigade, I guess, from back in the Civil War.
Hmm.
That's the patch. Let me see. Let me get it closer.
Oh, nice.
We, Kiddo and I both got those. I want to say yesterday at the fort as new hats, and then of course we've got new shirts for to wear when we go hang out at the fort. So we're gonna keep them clean, and they're not gonna be an everyday thing. But I wore them today, just for the for what we were doing today. And I have volunteered to metal detect and dig for our local fort if they need me. Of course, I wouldn't keep anything if I did, and I would do it right. But to find artifacts for them, I already found one the other day, and I can talk about it now because I know what it is. They did not know that there had ever been a telegraph run into the old fort. And in the middle of a hollowed out tree, old big tree, rotten out, I saw half of a insulator, a porcelain insulator, but it was way too big to be like an electric fence or anything. So I grabbed it and looked at it, ran it up to our curator, and told him what I thought and handed it off. And then this morning, while I was sitting there waiting and had nothing to do because we were the first ones there, some idiot decided to leave at 2 a.m. for a 2-hour drive. I researched it, and I was right. It's a railroad telegraph insulator that was used on the property. It was probably nailed onto the tree when it was much younger and grew into it. It was growing around, and then when the tree rotted out, it fell down. And we're going to try to see eventually. Everybody kind of needs a little bit of downtime right now, but we're going to try to see if we can find the rest of it in the bottom of that tree. And I'm the only one who knows where it is, which one it is, and we didn't want to go mark it with all of the reenactors and tourists walking around. Plus, he was tired. He was pulling 14, 16-hour days for a week, basically. And then he goes and does this today with the cannon. And so he's a trooper. And, all for the cause and little for himself. That's the kind of person that I like to hang around with. So I'll let you know if we find the rest of it. If not, we still know it's there. I showed him the pictures today, and he's like, "Yeah, that's it." I'm like, "I knew it was."
Did
So,
you get Matt's message, Joe?
pardon?
Did you get Matt's message, Joe?
Well, let me see.
If he messaged you about something, me.
Oh, the Oklahoma dirt. I'm putting that in the food samples I'm sending you, Matt. I've got my the sugar skull envelopes I ordered, which were not what I thought they were. And since everybody kind of knows that oh no, I guess I didn't, Matt. I'll have to look here in a little bit whenever I can get off of. I'm using the phone as my camera, and so I can't go to Facebook with that. Oh, I have to really get permission to do that. But my friend there trusts me a lot right now, and so we'll see what we can do. We'll have to get permission from the tribe and the Oklahoma Historical Society to do it, though. So it could be done, possibly. Actually, this fort did have basically a fully the bottom level is stone. The upper level of the barracks were always wood, and they had basically a complete one. And some vandal or something got in there and burned the top half down. And so luckily they had pictures of what it looked like, but now it's got a metal cap all around the top of the stone walls to hold it together. And but that would be cool. It'd be even cooler if I could get my friend to talk to us a little bit about the place on a live. But here's the deal: it closes at 4 p.m. every day, and so it would have to be a daytime live. Oh yeah, they won't let me play with the cannon.
When I go to the aquarium, I don't know when that's gonna be. I can ask them if I can go live from inside the aquarium, but some of them will now use, some of them won't due to privacy, safety reasons, and their policy. And I used to work there, so I don't remember what their policy states, but I can ask, but I doubt they'll probably say no. Like when I go to a TV station, when and I know they will say no because it's against their policy and also against FCC for me to even go live inside the TV studio. They will definitely say no. I asked them before and they said no. Because they don't want you to see stuff because they don't want you to see what they do in the background. There's some areas that are restricted.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't take pictures or anything.
I'm sure a TV station's computer rooms are, because I've heard of like people hacking the signal and putting pirate stuff up on them. So I think that would have to be really restricted.
Oh, it is. I got to go inside one of the computer rooms, and I also got to go into the control room. Control room that operates the music. I mean, that operates the cameras, that operates the mic, operates the lights, operates everything in the studio.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I could, Matt. That's a good idea right there, Matt. I know there are some retired meteorologists that are still in the Tampa Bay area. One of them, can't remember his name. I think he used to work at one at Fox 13. Well, actually, a couple. Also, there's a couple that worked at News Channel 8. So, yeah, I can try to do that, man. Yeah, that's a good idea right there. And one of them has his own business, and he does weather right from his home. He has all the software. He has everything that he needs to do a weather forecast. So yeah, that's a good idea, man. I'm gonna look into that.
I can't remember his name, but one of my parents' neighbors, pretty close by to them, has recently moved to Texoma, and he started his own Facebook weather channel. But he also does like radio weather
Yeah,
and everything else right from his home.
that's called uh, radio broadcasting.
Yeah,
Right.
and then Facebook. But I mean, I can actually message him and say, "Hey, look, I'm trying to do something outside. What's the weather going to be like?" And I can get an answer pretty quick.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a good idea, man. Thanks for giving me that idea. Something for me to work with. I'll see what I can do, and
Hey, Holly, Matt said hi. She said hi back.
I'm gonna try to get a tour at a TV station. If I do, I won't. I'm not gonna put it on here because due to safety reasons. I'm not gonna say
Well,
what.
yeah, I mean, they have to be protected.
Oh yeah.
There's corporate espionage, if nothing else.
I'll talk to my support person tomorrow and see if she can find. Hopefully get that rolling, and I'll have my camera. Not the GoPro. I don't have that yet, but I have another camera that I can use for filming.
Cool.
I might even go live, but I have to get there. I won't be able to go live inside the studio, but maybe away from the studio, not close to it, not on their property. But
Right.
one time somebody did that, and well, they got into big trouble.
Right.
Got in trouble with local and federal law enforcement agencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to get permission first, Matt. If it's a school, you have to get permission first. Because they're not going to allow you to do that without permission.
This morning, I wasn't actually going to wake her up and leave as early as we did, but I was playing with my new pinpointer, making sure it was all ready to go. And then it started making all kinds of noise. I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. It was like an alarm clock, so we just left. Took it with us after I figured it out.
When we had storms, not this week, but the past weekend. As the storm was coming in, we had 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, heavy, heavy rain, lots of lightning. Some kid goes out to the beach with the metal detector and starts metal detecting in the storm.
That's great.
I was like, dude, get out of there. You know there's tons of lightning.
Well, here's something that
Okay,
one of
man.
my friends is Nugget Noggin. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he's another metal detector YouTuber. We talk every once in a great while anymore. but he was walking through the woods back to his truck, trying to metal detect on the way home because it started raining, and the thunder and lightning started up, and he immediately switched his machine off. And he was saying that the magnetic field that the coil generates will actually attract lightning. And I messaged him afterwards, and I'm like, "Is that real?" He's like, "Yeah." And I've talked to a few of my other weathermen friends. They're like, "Yeah, that'll do it." So if you're ever out in thunder and lightning with your metal detector, just turn it off and get in the truck. It's not worth it.
Yeah, but he was out there, and the police had to come out and tell him to get off the beach, but he wouldn't listen.
Right.
And then they had to put cuffs on him because he was fighting with the deputies.
Wow. How old was he?
I don't know. I just saw him on the beach, and he looked pretty young.
Wow.
Because we had severe weather coming in, so
Right.
I tried to tell him to get off the beach, but he didn't want to listen.
Yeah. It's generally a bad idea to argue with people that are trying to look out for you.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. What's up, squirrel?
I'll see what I can do and see. Hold on. And there's also a storm casing tour in Colorado. They're trying to see if they can try to go on a storm casing tour with them.
That'd be fun.
Because the tour starts in May and doesn't end until I think June.
Cool.
Since I'm not going to the master fishing thing, might as well do that. I'm gonna see if I can maybe join their team to help them forecast, and I can do it from home base.
Hey guys, I gotta mute my camera and mic again. I'm hearing little sharp, loud pops outside, and I need to see what's going on. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, come on. Stupid thing. Hey, John. Oh, did you post a video? I didn't see it. Well, maybe I did. Oh, come on. I try to catch them too, but it's hard for me to catch everyone else's videos, and I try to get to everyone else's live streams. But I will say this: from what I know, you probably me and Sarah were talking about this in his live last week. Um, this hurricane season is going to be, from what I've been hearing, it's going to get very bad. So during hurricane season, I'm going to be very busy. I will try to make it to your nights and support you, but I will try my best. And storm season's coming, so that's my busier months. It's storm season and hurricane season. Come on.
All right, guys, I'm not certain who that was, but somebody in the neighborhood was shooting, and it wasn't my neighbor who works in law enforcement that has a range in his backyard. So I'm
Yeah,
not
true.
certain. But we're out in the country, so you never know.
Yeah, that's true, honey. That's why I probably won't be going 9 months in the summer, but but I'll still cover people like Jared, Johnny, and Brad. I won't be going 9 months, but I'll still cover.
Well, my crazy hair will be gone in a couple of months. The beard's staying, but the hair, it's got to go.
Yeah,
And hopefully we'll raise the donations without me having to pay the rest of it. Since Lee set me up on this, it's going to happen. He's been trying to talk me out of it since he set me up, but I'll get those donations.
oh, come on.
Let's see. Are you going to keep it in an hour, Danny?
I don't know, probably.
Because 1 a.m. is starting to catch up with me, and that would put us at 16 minutes left to go if that's the case, and I can hang out that long. I'm starting to wear down pretty hard.
Yeah,
If I
probably
had
have to stay on very much longer.
7 hours in the car on top of that really didn't help, you know.
No, I know because I've been on long trips, and as soon as we get to where we're going, I'm like, out of it. I'm sore. I'm tired. As soon as I get to the hotel, I am out. Just want to go now, just to cover for Brad, but I may, do my nights like for an hour, maybe, or hit the 2 hour mark. But tonight I'm just gonna do it for an hour and not for long.
Right.
Yeah, it is, John. It really is. It's hard for me to catch Joe and Matt's knives. And sometimes the reason I've been coming in late is because I'm doing other stuff like weather forecasting, um, posting weather updates to other pages, groups, and working on different things for my photography and trying to get a GoPro set ready for hurricane season.
Right.
Trying to figure out some new ways for content. Like when I wake up and get on YouTube, I'm like, damn, there's another videos I need to watch.
Yeah. I'm way behind. I mean, you get so many friends making videos, it's hard to keep track of everybody and stay on top of things.
Yeah, I try to text Brad and Summer, Tony, Maddie, Garrett, um, John, Real Deal. It's hard to catch Real Deal on the weekends.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
It's hard work.
yeah. I mean, it's like when Brad was posting his video today about the eclipse, and I was having trouble seeing it myself because we had a lot of cloud cover. And you can only see it here and there. Uh, it would have been cool to know that was there and been able to like just have my phone on mute out there with me and see what he was saying.
And I'm hoping to have good, good things hopefully lined up soon. Been working on that behind the scenes. So kind of sometimes I wish I did. I wish I did, Connie. So me being a storm chaser, I'm out in the public eye.
Well, the most interesting about storm chasers when you're going down the highway, flying towards a big ominous cloud, and a bunch of those storm chaser vehicles, like the Dominator and stuff, fly past you, go in the same direction. Might be time to pull over and get something to eat for a while.
I wish.
Oh, you cuss. Sky's learning how to talk.
Yeah, it's hard to have it private nice. I try to keep stuff that I don't want out, but people always seem to know they know everything about me.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, you know that about me, but you know this, you know that. I'm like, well, I don't remember telling you.
This pup is going wild. Time for attention.
Yeah. I wish if I had a magnet, really, 10 men, then I would.
Well, Willie, you've got everybody but like Benny beat on how many magnets you own.
I wish I had a magnet, but I do not have one. Think I'm the only one that doesn't have one.
Well, the cheap ones will work, but whenever you go with like a bigger brand, like Kratos is who I recommend. They're you can't beat it for the quality of the product
Yeah,
or
but
the customer service and the
yeah, but
friendship.
the price on the magnets are just I can't afford right now.
Right. Well, hey, I hear that they're starting to buy blood and plasma again. So, oh wait, that didn't help, did it?
Hey, Dirt.
Good.
I don't know where Mo is. Probably still at work. 51. How are you, Gerd? Did you see the eclipse or no? I know she's in Norway, so I don't know if it's daylight there or if it's nighttime for her.
Did it go across Norway for totality? I don't think it did.
And you had to check out Brad's stream from earlier, man. It was a good, awesome stream. That when he took the filter off, and it was dark where he was. It was pitch dark. All the street lights came on. It was so cool to see. It was good to see summer again. Got to talk to her for a little bit. All right, JJ, have a good night, hon. Thanks for coming. It was dark. Huh. Well, it wasn't dark here. It was like I would say it was. I would say it was dimmed. Wasn't too dark, but it was kind of dark, but not too dark. It was cool to see how dark it got and where Brad and Summer were.
Yeah, it got pretty dark down here too.
I was like, wait a minute, is it dark outside? It was cool to see. Here, when the sun was still showing, so I think it said 95% or something like that.
Wow.
I was in my room and even in my room in the front room was dark.
Huh.
And I didn't have the glasses, so I didn't want to mess up my eyes.
Right. That's always a good call. Don't look at an eclipse or the sun even without specialty glasses.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
Tell you,
yeah,
uh,
it was a little bit before 3 o'clock is when it got a little bit dark here. That was a cool eclipse. 10:41. Uh, hmm.
okay, Danny, I can barely keep my eyes open. I know I didn't make it the full hour, but I got to call it for me. I'm wiped out.
All right, all
So
right,
y'all have a
buddy.
great night.
Have a good night.
We'll see you later.
Have a
Bye bye.
night. Well, well, well. Come on. I don't know what else to talk about. I think I'm just gonna end it here, guys. It's gonna be a short night, anyways. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. All right, guys. Let's have a good night.